friends. Welcome to Book Talk. First of all, a very happy Women's Day to all the women. On this day, we are going to talk to Kanika Saxena, who has authored a beautiful book about women. Join me in a conversation with her. Welcome to my show, Kanika ji.
Thank you, Lalita ji. It's an honor to be here on this show. And first of all, a very happy Women's Day to you and to all the lovely ladies watching this show.
Thank you so much. Wish you the same too.
Thank you.
I feel glad to get an opportunity to talk to you today about your book, The Atypical Tale of a Typical Indian Woman. So, self-empowerment of women.
That's the theme of the book, yes.
Yes, right. We are in conversation with an authorpreneur who is the founder of the enterprise called The Writing Right. She's a life coach and an author of 7 self-help books. She's an engineering and management professional who gave up a flourishing career to become a stay-at-home mother. She restarted her career after a sabbatical of 20 years, and today she has her own enterprise. That is really great, Kanika ji. I look forward to a wonderful conversation with you.
Thank you. Same here.
As we recognize the profound significance of the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women around the world today, your book throws light on the most neglected sector of the women's world, and that is housewives. Am I right?
Yes, that's true. That's the focus area of the book. Yeah.
Okay. You have highlighted a topic that often remains overlooked in discussions about empowerment. The empowerment of housewives in India. So coming to the title of your book, it's very nice. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, the title, when I was writing this book, I wanted it to be intriguing. So I was thinking of something, that describes the predicament of Indian women. Because I believe that the lifestyle and the societal pressures on an Indian woman are more challenging and quite different from those of the women in the West. That is the reason that, it is talking about Indian women. Of course, there are some challenges which are common to all women, but the focus is on Indian women. And the word atypical, because that means something that is not normal. And I feel that if we look at the women in Indian society, we have normalized a lot of atrocities and a lot of, bad treatment that women have accepted, and we as a society have accepted it to be normal. So that is the, the reason why it's called the atypical tale of a typical Indian woman.
That's so nice. Would you like to share the inspiration behind writing this book?
Yeah, actually, it was my interactions with different women, whether as a life coach or personal at a personal level. What I felt about housewives especially is that, they tend to look down on themselves. And not only they, even society and other people generally tend to look down on housewives. In fact, there are working women who look down on housewives also.
Okay.
And the only reason is because even though I believe because I've been a housewife for 20 years, I believe that the job of a housewife is a full-time job. Only the problem is it's unpaid labor. And wherever we give so much importance to money, and only because the housewife is not earning anything, we, tend to think that she's not doing anything great. But she is a strong pillar, and she supports her family. But women generally, sacrifice a lot and give up a lot of things in life, and they tend to blame others for their sacrifices. That I did it because of so and so, I didn't. And then there is this other thinking that often comes up that, they are in a victim mode. They feel that others are not taking care of them or their happiness when they are doing so much for others. And this is a very common belief. And these are the things that I wanted to highlight, because when you talk about others not taking care of you, just look at yourself. How much are you taking care of yourself?
Oh, this is a very important point, Kanika ji.
True.
You're
Because
right. Yes.
we get so entangled in our responsibilities, taking care of our family and other people, we neglect ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves, and we expect others to take care of us. So I want, through this book, I'm trying to tell women that prioritize yourself, your needs, your happiness. You are important, because if you are happy, you will be in a better state of mind. You will be, if you're happy and healthy, you take care of your health, you will be in a better state to take care of others
How do
around
you
you.
think these relationships, like be it personal or professional, play a role in the self-empowerment journey of women?
Most important relationship of a woman is the relationship she has with herself. That lays the foundation of all her other relationships, whether it's personal or professional. If she takes care of herself, if she loves herself, she is fulfilled from within, and then she will not be needy. She will not be
Absolutely.
dependent on anybody in any relationship, whether
Right.
it's professional or personal. She
Hmm.
will be in control, and she will be in a position to give to others. So
Hmm.
when she is the giver and not the taker, not somebody who's looking for validation, looking for support, and she is a strong person who can take care of
What
herself.
about the other roles?
Other roles, that is her role as a mother, as a wife. Okay, so again, in these roles, I think the role of a mother is very important, uh, even that of a housewife. Now, many mothers, many women, they tend to, tolerate a lot. They do not stand up for themselves. They are busy pampering other family members, and they, become kind of doormats. And in that process, they lose respect for themselves, and others lose respect for them. So I feel the role of a mother is very important. She can be a change maker in society, because it is about how she conducts herself. If a woman stops being a doormat, she can stand up for herself, does not let others treat her improperly, then she becomes a role model for her daughter. So the daughters will learn to hold their heads high and treat themselves with respect.
Right.
And the sons in the family will see how the mother is, and they will learn to respect other women. So I
Okay.
think it's a very important thing how a mother or a woman at home conducts herself.
Yes, so rightly said. While reading your book, a question came to my mind. Why do you think some women rebel while some accept the fate?
Women who rebel are usually the ones who are educated. And these women can look beyond what is happening. So what happens is, usually women are, bound by stereotypes. They are, we have in Indian society, we have some unrealistic expectations from women. So
Yes.
now if you look at the movies or serials, women
Mm.
are always portrayed as docile creatures. The perfect woman is a docile
Yeah,
creature who
right.
hesitates a lot, and gives up a lot and sacrifices. So what happens is, this is the kind of role model that exists in society, and women try to emulate that. And in
Mm.
that process, they cause a lot of stress to themselves. But where the educated women can look beyond this. They have,
Okay.
they think their outlook is more developed, so they rebel against these stereotypes. They
Mm.
want to establish their own identity. But so I feel education is very important for women. But
Mm.
it's not that all educated women rebel. There are many who still, try to conform to the
Mm.
stereotypes. But
Right.
there are few who think beyond and look
And
at
do
things.
that.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think the men should also read this book?
Yes, I think men should read this book,
Mhm.
because in many situations I have noticed that when you
Mhm.
talk of women empowerment, people
Okay.
generally like to, downgrade men. They try to show men as villains. But
Okay.
this book does not do that. In this book, the focus is not on the external factors. It is
Okay.
about yourself. So I think men will also benefit by reading this book, because they can also help women in their self-empowerment journey. Because I
Oh, yeah.
feel in any relationship, it's a give and take. So men should also understand what, the thinking and what the mindset of the woman is. And I think this book sheds light on that, and it will help them empower the women they love. So yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very well said. So, what would be your message to the women folk who are listening to us today?
Okay, so there's this song, है तुझे भी
Mhm.
इजाजत कर ले तू भी मोहब्बत. So in that there's this line,
Oh,
कर ले खुद से मोहब्बत. So that is the message I would like to give to women today on Women's Day, that
mhm.
today make a start, fall in love with yourself, love
Oh,
yourself, and you will see your life change, your relationships change.
oh, that is such a sweet message.
Thank you.
Oh, when I saw the cover, I thought it's a modern depiction of Durga Ma.
Yeah, it is quite like Durga Ma. What I'm trying to convey through the
Mhm.
cover is that women are expected to be multitaskers. So
Mhm.
if you see each hand, it has the house, it has the laptop. So she's supposed to manage everything and manage everything perfectly. So these are the challenges. And then also
Mhm.
there is, things like rest, peace, self-love, which are shown as clouds. So these do not exist in her scheme of
Oh,
things. She is busy managing all these things for other reasons. So yeah, the self somehow gets vanished. So that is what the cover is trying to convey.
what, according to you, is the definition of feminism?
Feminism, again, I feel it is about being treated equally. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, being given equal opportunity, equal wages,
Mhm.
but just
Mhm.
but I do not believe feminism is trying to do things, everything that men do,
Mhm.
right or wrong. A feminist is someone who has an open mind, who has the
Okay.
ability to think about how she can, be treated
Mhm.
with respect, on par with men.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
not, so there she has to decide how she wants to
Mhm.
conduct herself. Again, I have
Mhm.
spoken about this earlier. It is about conducting yourself with dignity. When you respect yourself, others will respect you. It's not about what men are doing or trying to be like them. No, be
Mhm.
yourself. Be a strong woman, yourself, a woman who has control on her life, her
Yes.
happiness, her health, who can manage everything. Because if you see, women have a lot more qualities like patience, resilience, which
Mhm.
men do not. So you use your abilities as a woman, and you can surpass men.
Scale
So
high. Yes.
that is feminism for me.
Wow, that's a very balanced definition, I feel, which
Thank,
highlights all the aspects or all the qualities of women. Fantastic. Thank you
thank
so much for sharing. You have also talked in your book about career women.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, a career woman's life is definitely, as we all know, very difficult. And in Indian society, again, even today, we are not ready to accept career women, in the sense that in many families, once the woman is married, there is pressure on her to quit her job to,
Mhm.
take care of the household chores. Even today, like if we look educated families, we do not expect that. But in a subtle way, this thinking is there. This
There.
mindset is there. And then the real challenge comes up when she has a baby. There's a lot of pressure. Of course, today we have this work from home, option.
Yes.
That really has helped women. But earlier in my times, for instance, you have a baby, you have to, it is a very tough decision to continue with your job because you don't feel like leaving your baby alone. But if you have, spent so many years in working hard, getting degrees, I think you should pursue your career. But when you do that, it should be your choice whether you want to work or you don't want to work with after the baby. But the pressure is such that whatever the woman does, she is questioned. If she doesn't give up her job, they say she's only interested in money. She's only interested in career. She doesn't care about her baby. And
People start judging immediately.
yeah, and if she does give up her job, then they say, look at her. What's the use of her qualification? Even after studying so much, if she's still at home, what's the point? So I have faced that because I gave up when I had the baby. So I from many people, what's the point of being so qualified if you're anyway going to be at home? And I feel a qualification, a degree is not just to do with your career. It helps you develop your mind, your thinking, and that thinking can be applied anywhere, even as a housewife. You are if you are well educated, you can use that education to have a good life for yourself and your family, which is so important these days. Tend to neglect our family lives and maintaining the balance there. So education never goes waste, is what I believe.
Right. I think education emancipates us all, men and women alike.
Yeah,
It
true.
was great, Kanika ji. Thank you so much for this insightful discussion. And I wish you great success for your book.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lalita ji. And once again, a very happy Women's Day to you and all the lovely women watching this show.
Thank you so much. So, friends, let us strive to create a society where every housewife in India gets an opportunity to lead a life of dignity, fulfillment, and self empowerment. I have shared the link to purchase the ebook on Amazon in the description box. So, do give it a read and you will feel empowered, I am very sure. Signing off for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye.